I'm back. We're back. I'm back to YouTube. Yes. Hey, where have you been? I look, a lot of things have happened, okay? I've been living out in the wild. The Viking ways, they consumed me. And, yeah, that's kind of what happened. No, it didn't happen, okay? In actuality, I got a new place. As you can see, this is a new place. And because of all of the love I've been getting from the Twitch community, where I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find the link to that in the description down below. But yes, I'm back on YouTube. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. And yes, this is going to be a long video because I want to go more in depth on my videos since I'm only going to be uploading a video starting off every other Tuesday, but we're doing that today. So yeah, every other Tuesday starting today, I'm going to be doing it, and it'll be longer videos so you can pause and go back if you want to, grab some snacks. I don't know. You do you. You do what you think is best. But I think the other reason why I want to go more in depth on these videos is so that you get the most benefits and info that I can provide. And the info I can't provide, just leave a comment down below that I missed something in today's video, okay? Because I probably did. If I feel like I guess the only reason I'm doing this is because if I feel like I can upload weekly, then I'll try that in the future. But for now, I'm going to try not to overwhelm myself and take baby steps. Baby little steps. Now, I did do a video when I first started this channel on explaining to you all what exactly I was going to be doing. And you're probably going to be like, well, what can I expect from the channel now? Like, what's changed about you? We haven't seen you. As I stated in my first video, this channel is mainly here to provide OBS tutorials, which is going to include scene setups, stream ideas, alerts, overlays, and so much more. So much more. And yes, buffalo chicken does belong on pizza, okay? But pineapple does as well, okay? That's just that you might expect that, all right? Buffalo chicken pizza is just amazing. I'd also like to record some Warframe content for newer players just starting off, because on Wednesdays we do this thing called Warframe Wednesdays on streams, and I think it'd be kind of neat to record off stream or even on stream and kind of give newer players advice on it. It's a free to play game. Just, yeah, that's what that's going to be. So expect that in the future. Last but not least, the biggest advice that I can give you guys: grow a beard like mine. Oh yeah. No, I'm not actually going to try and tell you that you can have a beard like mine. This is my beard. There's only one like it. There are many beards, but this one is mine. You can't have my beard, okay? You go, just try to... If you can't grow a beard, then, I don't know, go clean shaven. But if you can grow a beard, then you can join the Bearded Brotherhood. Let's just get to today's video. Let's do this. Let's dive in on today's topic. Bitrate. Bitrate. The one thing that I have been dealing with for the last 45 days. I spent 45 days with Xfinity, which is my ISP provider. And I've talked to 15 customer service agents at the call center. I've talked to 5 technicians that came to my place, along with 2 maintenance workers that eventually did solve the issue, which was a very, very long, painful process. I'm going to try to help you as best as I can, but I need you to know that the steps that I'm going to tell you to help you with your bitrate, if it keeps dropping to 0, if these do not work, if none of these things work that I'm about to tell you, then you're gonna have to talk to your ISP provider, because bitrate is slowly on your internet. That is it. You can go into OBS and change all the resolutions. You can change your stream down to like 60 FPS, you know, to 30 FPS. You can do all these other things. But the main thing about bitrate is that it has to do with your internet. And we'll dive into that more once we get into the video. But yes, bit drops can happen if your upload speed is lower than what you set your bit rate to. All right, Viking, you keep saying bit rate, but I don't know what that means. Oh, well, I never said I was the best at explaining things either. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Bitrate is sending your video feed to Twitch's servers. So we need to make sure that our upload speed can handle sending that information over. So you keeping up with me? Yeah? All right, good. But bearded man, I still don't get it. Patience. We're getting there, I promise. Like I said, this is gonna be a long video. The best possible tool, I mean, literally the best possible tool that you can find out what your bitrate needs to be and the best bitrate you can have to the Twitch servers is a application we're going to be using today. It is called the TwitchTest, all right? Which you can find, again, down in the link in the description down below. Once you click on the link, it's going to show up this right here, all right? This is the TwitchTest, and this is what it's going to look like when we download this sucker, all right? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. Now, you're going to want to scroll about halfway down, and you're going to click on this. It's the TwitchTest zip file. Click on it, download it, extract the files. If you don't know how to do all that, then okay, just right click on it and it'll say extract all. Make sure you make a new folder, do all that stuff. It'll be good. But once you do all that, open up the TwitchTest application. You're going to see this bad boy. Now, this right here has a lot of info, okay? This is our bread and butter. This is how we're going to make our bitrate better. As long as it's not an ISP issue, which it shouldn't be, okay? So yeah, here we go. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click on get a key, all right? This is immediately gonna take you to your Twitch channel, no matter what it is. And no, you can't have my stream key, okay? It's my stream key, you can't have it. There's only one bearded man. Look, one of me is already bad enough, all right? One Viking raiding and pillaging going about. It's my key. I'm not going to show it. Nice try. I saw you back there, Timmy. We're going to click copy right here. And once we click copy, we're going to go in and we're going to go back into the TwitchTest application. We're going to then double click, right click, click on paste. All right. After we do all that, we're going to see these windows over here. Now, the default settings are okay on what they're at. For the 64K, you just want to leave that. The test duration, I do recommend that you set this to medium. And the other thing I recommend is that when you do the Twitch test, do it around a time of day that you are actually streaming. Because if you don't do it at the time of day that you're actually streaming, and from my experience, you won't get the most accurate data. And we need the most accurate data, so your bit rate's not dropping, and so your streams can go as smooth and as great as possible. Now, once we set all that up, you're gonna choose the region that you live in, whether that's Europe, North America, South America, Asia, or others. I live in North America, so I'm gonna click on that one. Scroll down a little bit, and we're gonna uncheck Canada and Mexico, because I'm not gonna lie to you, you know, if you try to do those servers, it's not gonna end well, okay? Yes, I'm talking to you, TechWiz69, all right? I already tried it. It was crap, okay? Just don't do it. It was bad bandwidth and everything else, so just go ahead and unclick Canada and Mexico, and we're gonna leave Central, East Coast, and West Coast. And we're going to go ahead and click start. All right. Now, while this is doing this, the thing we want to pay attention to is 3 key qualities. All right, there's only 3. That's it. Okay. Bandwidth, the round trip time, which is RTT, that's what it stands for, and quality. All right. We're looking for the highest amount of bandwidth. No, you can't stream at 10,000 bitrate with 9K quality. Nice try. Okay. If you can and you figure it out, well, good for you, but that's not going to be good for mobile users. All right. And you can't. Twitch won't allow it. So no 10,000 bitrate. Nice try. Personally, I like to stream around 3,500 to 4,500. It seems to be more stable for mobile Twitch users because they might not have the best internet quality and they might not even be connected. Majority of your viewers are working and lurking, or they're just lurking in the background and there might be out and about doing things. So that's my recommendation. Do as you will. The next thing we want to look at is the round trip time. We want this to be the lowest it can be. And finally, have the quality at the highest, the closest you can get to 100. Okay, so now it's back. Look at that magic, editing magic. You gotta appreciate technology. So let's go ahead and look at this list real quick. So out of all of these, I got 2 of them that hit 10,000 plus. But again, we can't have our bit rate go above 6,000. 6,000 is the highest you can have on Twitch. So now that we have that all set up, I'm going to look at the server. So we got Miami, Florida, and then we have Miami, Florida 5. Okay. Now, if we look at the bandwidth, it's 10,000. Okay. There's also 10,000 up here for East Coast Atlanta. I'm on the East Coast, so it only makes sense that East Coast has the highest. But now we're going to look at the RTT. We want this to be the lowest it can be. The absolute lowest. So this one right here is 49. This one's 45 and this one's 43. Okay. Now here's where the problem lies. You want it to be the closest to 100. Now, even though this is the lowest RTT, this is 95. But then these two have 100 quality. And it's only a couple of integers difference. In this case, I'm not going to be like, don't be picky about it, you know, Carl, and be like, well, you said that the closest to 100, if you have 100, you choose that one, right? Not necessarily. If our RTT was like, let's say it was a drastic difference. Let's say that it was 100, right? Instead of like the lowest, it was like 100 instead of 43 or 45, but it had 100 quality, which it wouldn't because that's not how it works. But let's say it did, then I wouldn't choose that one. We still want the lowest RTT and then the closest to 100. So still have that mentality and just try to bear with me on that. Now, the one I would choose, the one I actually did choose, is the US East, Miami, Florida. I chose that one because that is the highest bandwidth, the lowest RTT, round trip time, and the highest quality. So now that we know exactly what we're looking for, we know what our bandwidth is, we know what the server we're going to be using, now it's all to go to OBS and see exactly what we're dealing with here. Now, I will say, if you use Streamlabs, well, you should, because there's a lot more things you can do on OBS Studio. But if you use Streamlabs, you can use Streamlabs. I personally use OBS Studio, which is what we're going to be using in this tutorial today. So, tomato, Streamlabbers, okay? Do what you gotta do, but just, don't shit on me, because that's, this is what I use personally. Now that we've clicked on settings, we're going to go ahead and click on stream, okay? Now, right now, I have it on auto recommended because I want you guys to see what it's automatically set to. So I am going to go ahead and choose Miami, Florida. It was not number 5. Let's see. Here we go. Miami, Florida. So US, Miami, Florida. Now, remember that when the Twitch test was shown, it has Miami, Florida, but also Miami, Florida 5. Okay, there is a difference between the two, so make sure you choose the right one. Now, the other thing is we're going to go into our output. Okay, we're in the output and I'm in advanced. I use advanced, and because we're already recording, I'm not able to actually change anything at this present time because we're recording. However, it's normally on simple settings don't get you the best quality on stream. I can't say that. I would mainly say that the advanced settings has more options to optimize the stream better, in my personal opinion. In the advanced settings, if we go back into OBS and we click on settings, and then we go back to our output, the advanced settings, we can choose the rescale output. You're not able to do that on the simple settings. And we can also change the preset to recording, high quality recording, indistinguishable. Wow, that is a word. Wow, I can't believe I said that. I'm actually not good with words, but anywho. They also have Twitch streaming and they also have YouTube streaming. You want to go ahead and click on Twitch streaming, and then you want to look at the other presets that are already set. Now, I will say you will need to play around with this because I mainly choose quality over speed. And if you don't know what any of these means, it's okay. OBS helped us out with one of their updates and they have a question mark next to it. If you hover over it, it literally tells you exactly what your presets need to be. So with me, you know, I choose quality as the highest quality but the worst speed. So if we go down to target bitrate, again, I have mine set to 3500. According to this test, it says we can go up to 10,000. Twitch allows us 6,000. But you also have to think about a mobile user on Twitch is out and about. They're working, they're swimming. There might be, okay, I don't know how you're swimming. Can someone tell me how you do that? Can someone tell me like in the comments down below in the video if you can like have a phone underwater and you're watching streams? If you're doing that, like just tell me how. That's pretty cool. Mobile users might not be connected to Wi-Fi. So when you're sending that video feed over to Twitch and you have your bit rate set to like 6,000 and you're streaming at 1080p, they're not able to really watch your streams because of that. So bear in mind on how far you set your quality on your streams and how far you go with your bit rate. Now, if it's 10,000, what we're going to do is we're going to use half. So half of 10,000, go ahead, pull up a calculator, do all that stuff. You want to go like half of that. And again, 3,500 to 4,500. Don't stream off of Wi-Fi. You can, but it's not recommended. The first 2 years, the first initial 2 years I was streaming off of Wi-Fi because I streamed out of my buddy's basement and the router was literally right above, like on the next floor, right above us. I didn't have that many problems. I really didn't, but that's only because we had the highest package and I had to get a Wi-Fi adapter to plug into my PC that could handle that much bandwidth and everything else. That's the only reason I don't recommend it. So if you can do Ethernet, if you have to do wireless, I might make a future video on that. Put it in the comments down below. If you already have what half of your bandwidth is, go ahead and put it in your target bitrate. Again, mine, I have it set to 3,500. It seems really nice for my streams. If you think that, you know, there's something more that I could have gone into, like with the keyframe intervals and everything else, put your comment down below. I would love some feedback. And again, I do stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. EST, which that link is in the description down below. And that basically sums up the video. If you're still having bitrate issues, if you was having the issue I was having, you've done everything. You've looked up YouTube videos, you've looked at this video or any other video, and there's nothing out there, I can tell you. I have done so much research. It's a headache. I know what it's like. Again, 45 days I had to go through the problem with my internet service provider when I got my new place. Nobody likes it. It's not fun, but it's something you have to do. And once they resolve the issue, it is better and you'll get through it. Just try to do your best. I hope this video helped someone out today. I'm gonna probably go get some food. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. It really does help out the YouTube channel. I will be uploading again roughly every other Tuesday, and maybe I'll upload more in the future. You know, we'll see. I'll probably upload, like, I'll probably stick to this kind of upload schedule for a while. But I love your face, scuba motherfucking bubbles, and as always, till Valhalla!